What is up, God Gamers? I'm going to do a quick guide on how to play 6 Invoker or 4 Invoker comps. I'm showing you guys my law chest right here because I've been forcing the build all day just so I can make this guide. But look, check it out. We're rank 110 on the North American ladder. At the time we make this video, I just got done grinding. Played I don't know, like 18 games today. You guys can see my scores up there. And we'll look down at our scores here. I did just eat an 8th. So that hasn't showed up yet, but I had the lowest variance rolls of my life and was a very, very, very strong lobby. So, but yeah, as you can see here are my scores. Look, second, first, second, and I'm versus pretty good players in these games. So, yeah, this build is legit, and this is a build that I kind of started playing as a counter to what has been kind of the reroll meta coming in right now. It's very strong reroll meta. At least at this time of making this video. I think there's a lot of other comps you can play, but a lot of people are playing reroll, so that's why playing this comp has felt really stable to me. So I'm going to take you guys through the comp. So this is what the in-game comp will look like. We're going to go through what the comp looks like level 6, because I think that is the most important thing. And I will leave links in the pinned comment below to these team builders. I believe Mobalytics works in a way that if I leave the link, when you press the link, it will look like this still. It won't be a blank team builder. So I'll leave those below in the pinned comment, along with my Twitch link. So if you want to see me play these builds live, these builds that I am sharing with you guys for free, then that is the best way to support me, is come and follow me on Twitch. And hey, come say hello whenever I'm playing, whenever I'm streaming. So anyways, but here is what the in-game board looks like, and we're going to come back to this. But looking at the items, I have a lot of items slammed. I just want to show you where the what some good items on these carries look like, and then we'll come back to it. So this is what I think is most important, is the level 6 board. So here's our level 6 board. And so a brief couple things I'll say before we go into this. The legend I am using is Vigar, because Jeweled Lotus is the best augment in the game with this build. And then the other augment that is super good is Ascension. And so you can guarantee Jeweled Lotus and Ascension every game. Feels very nice. The only time I don't take Ascension is if I get offered the Invoker augment, where when Invokers cast their spells, they gain AP, because that is better than Ascension, because we're gaining AP. If you're running 6 Invokers, by the end of the fight, my Invokers have over 200 AP, and it'll actually buy me time better than if I had taken Ascension, because Soraka will be scaling with her AP, and she'll be healing my team more, as well as my Tarek's shield will be scaling. It doesn't just scale on Invokers, it scales your whole team. So if you get that Invoker augment offered, you always take that over Ascension. But Ascension is the other one of the best augments, because your fights do last a pretty long time, and especially if you end up carrying Soraka or Ahri, you're really waiting for a big cast at the end of the fight. So there we go. This is what the level 6 board looks like. And again, I'm just showing you where some items can go, but you roll for 4 Invokers. If you have an Invoker emblem, you roll for 6, of course. If you hit the 6 Invokers, then just play the 6 Invokers, and that's fine. But if you hit a Tarek 2-star, then you probably just run 4 Invokers, even if you hit the 6 Invokers, and you just put the tank items on Tarek. I really like running Tarek. Tarek is really the glue unit for this build, really makes this build very powerful. So Tarek's going to be right here, and then we're just going to play Kassadin right here for Bastion on level 4. It's very, very, very nice right here. So typically, the person I look to put carry items on when I'm rolling at level 6 is I put the carry items onto Soraka. The reason why I put it on Soraka is because if I put them on Soraka, her Targon trait becomes active. And if I have these items like Archangel, Sojin, and I really like Guardbreaker, but you can take whatever. And remember, we have Jeweled Lotus. We take Vigar, we have Jeweled Lotus. So we're going to be critting here, and there's a lot of shielding in the game. I really like Guardbreaker, but you can kind of put whatever their third if you want to carry her. So the reason why we still do Sojin, even though we're going to be running 6 Invoker, is because it's just crazy. She's just getting so much heals off. If you can keep your front line alive, then you just scale this Archangel, your Ahri can cast, your Karma gets her cast off. The point of this comp is to stall for your backline to get their damage off, because your damage comes out really slow. So that's why I still like Sojin on her. And it's also a really good way to get rid of a sword. Swords are the worst component in this build. So anything that'll get rid of a sword, we're going to take that opportunity. So that's why we build a Sojin there. So typically I carry Soraka at level 6, and that's how I look to carry first. I do that for several reasons. One, because I can get her trade online, and so it's very nice. It's very hard to get Ionia online unless you hit a Shin. It's very hard to get it online, and you really just don't have any room for it until level 8. You can fit it sometimes at 7, but it still doesn't feel good, because you want to run Tarek. Tarek is the glue of this comp. So I like to put the carry items on Soraka, because when I do my roll down, if I have an angle to hit Soraka 3, we're going to play Soraka 3, baby, and Soraka 3 will carry. Soraka 3 is one of the win conditions of this comp. However, if it doesn't look like I can play Soraka 3, I just sell her later and put the items on Karma once I'm at level 8. So that's why I put them on Soraka. I think it's really good for tempo. You get their shit active. Feels very good. Cool. And then items for Lysandra. I really like her as the Q-cone holder if you build Q-cones. So the reason why I like her as a Q-cone holder is because once we get to in-game fights, she will move, right? So I really like putting it on her because especially if I get a Morello on her, she'll get a really early cast because she has a starting mana. Even if I don't have Morello on her, it's just nice getting her early CC into the fight, especially versus frontline carries. So I really like it on her because she will move, and then now I won't have 3 units standing next to each other. You guys know how that is. You don't want all your carries stacked right next to each other, and then Jarvan jumps on them, Heimerdinger thing comes down. So I really like that she's there, and then she'll like move out of the way, and then it's less likely that abilities will be casted on my carries. So if you end up building Q-cones, I like them on Lysandra for that reason versus anybody else. Okay, so yeah, this is what the level 6 board looks like. And then when we go to level 7, it'll be this board. We'll play 6 invokers, so you're probably not playing, you're probably not playing these people, right? You're just playing 6 invokers, so you're going to be playing, Cassio, probably over Rise. Yeah, and this we're going to be playing right here. And then when we go to level 8, we're going to switch out Cassio for Rise, and then we're going to be playing Ahri. And so these are some items I really like on Ahri. Now, if you have Jeweled Lotus, obviously you don't need Jeweled Gauntlet. You can just play whatever item right there. I really like Gunblade, especially comboed with Targon. Feels very nice. And so that is some nice stuff right there. So the win conditions of this composition is any of these things. A 3-star Soraka, a 3-star Karma, or a 2-star Ahri. Those are the win conditions of this comp. And then if the Rise is a Giga carry, then maybe a 2-star Rise and you put some carry items on him. Sometimes he can pop off. I've seen some Rises pop off. I've popped off with him on the PvE. Feels very good. We do not look for Lysandra 3. Lysandra 3 does not matter. I'm sure there might be some builds out there with Lysandra 3 popping up, but she's just there to proc Morello. If we built Morello, that's her job. If she's in our comp. So that's what we're running here. Some notable mentions that I want to put here. You can take Targon Emblem. Targon Emblem is very strong in this build. There's so much shield. Healing right here. Shield. Especially if we build the healing item here, then that's extra healing. Healing right here. It's very, very, very nice. Especially Rise. Sometimes he has that healing portal where he gives them that suck. You know what I'm saying? It's very nice. So that is very good as well. Some notable mentions right here. If you get an Invoker Emblem, Senna is disgusting with Invoker Emblem. If you get Invoker Emblem, put it on Senna. It's crazy. In the early game, I just put it on Taric, and Taric will just cast like crazy. Feels pretty nice. It is disgusting. One of the outs that you might consider playing, I would not recommend, is playing Lux and trying to do some Demacia tech. I've tried it. It is not it. It is not it. Maybe you can make it work, but I could not make it work. That was one of the 8s I've ate today, was trying to make Lux work in this comp, and it does not. It is always Ahri or whatever. If you get a bunch of AD items, you can play 6 Invoker with Aphelios, because Aphelios will activate your Targon, make your team so much more tanky, and then you have to use extra AD items. Aphelios doesn't even need Deadeye. So that is another way to do that as well. I think I covered pretty much everything I wanted to cover in this video. Another legend you can take is TF to guarantee your items, but again, I really think Jeweled Lotus and Ascension, just getting those 2 things is so broken in this comp, especially Jeweled Lotus, and you're offered it every game, so that's really nice. Jeweled Lotus 3 is super, super, super good, so I really, really like that one. So anyways, if you guys have any questions about this comp, just put them in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them. I just streamed for 9 hours straight, so I'm just kind of trying to say everything off the rip, off my dome. So if I left anything out and you have any questions, please put in the comments below. And if you guys like to see me play these builds live that I share with you guys here on YouTube, then hey, come over on Twitch, and that is the best place to find me and ask me questions. And we have a good time over there, listen to some good music. It's hyphy. We have a good time. Anyways, that's it, guys. Hope this guide helps you out. I started to see other people getting on this tech. I just played a game of Pawn Up, was playing it. I've been the only one really playing this build a lot. Now I see a lot of people playing it. So, get in there while it's hot. But yeah, anyways, that's it. Appreciate you guys. I love you all, and I love TFT.